All right, what is up? What is up, trading fam? How we all doing? How we all doing, guys? Good evening, good evening. I feel like I haven't been here for a couple of days, but honestly, it's just the market is very, very, very boring. So who do we got on here? Kevin, good evening. Hexstar, how we doing? White, good evening. Glasshopper, and what is up? Let's run it up. Thomas, Crypto Mine, turn the super chats on. We don't got that yet. We'll get it at 1,000. We'll get there. We'll get there. Wisco, Crypto, what is up? CJDV in the house. So how do I make this live really entertaining? What do? I have to do backflips on the live? No, ideally though, guys, we did call along down here today on Bitcoin. You guys did have the opportunity to cash out in profit or just get stopped out. But let's kind of break this down in more detail here. So I don't believe shorting is the way to go. And the reason I don't believe shorting is the way to go is because your MACD is pushing right up. Now we're almost at the zero line on the MACD, which is very important. And the reason for that is, are we going to reject? Are we going to reject at the MACD and cross down, or are we going to continue back up? So, yeah, CJDV, I took it off. So what we can kind of look at here, and I'm very surprised. Angela, how you doing? Thank you for popping on the live. Olga, thank you for popping on the live. I'm very, very surprised, guys, that we have not. Well, we are in a pennant, okay? So if you check right here, we are in a bullish pennant. We're kind of ranging in this area right here. We got a bullish cross, and we broke out of the macro downtrend. Not only did we break out of the macro downtrend, but we actually even back tested the macro downtrend. So in my personal opinion, this is going to pump based on the fact that we are ranging. Now, if we break major support, that is a problem. But the other thing is, too, guys, we are in a downtrend. So typically longing in a downtrend is not the way to go. However, we broke out, okay? Now, all we're doing for Asia, Tokyo, guys, is we are ranging, which does tell me that the market is ranging. We don't have enough data on Bitcoin right now, but we did break out. So until that MACD crosses, I am long. I might lose the trade. I'm fine with losing the trade. But until that MACD crosses, I am long. We're looking at this bouncing in this region right here in our liquidity gaps around 68 to around 70K. I would see this pushing up at least one more time before we drop and then continue back down. And that is aiming for our 72K target. Now, if you're looking at this, we did have a break of structure on the 5-minute on your green cloud. So we've been red for quite some time here since about 70.9, and now we're kind of ranging. Maybe we double bottom in this area, but based on AMD manipulation, accumulation, distribution, this is ranging. So that means London is probably going to either distribute or manipulate, and then New York's probably going to distribute, manipulate. But really all we're doing is ranging at this fair value gap right now. This is essentially a bullish pennant. However, That being said, we are in a downtrend. We haven't broken out of the 4-hour yet. Here is your channel on Bitcoin right here. Another thing is, guys, we can see we're kind of ranging at the fair. I see the head and shoulder, BTC 4-hour head and shoulder you're talking about possibly forming. Inverse head and shoulder. This is actually an inverse head and shoulder, right? So it is a bad head and shoulder, but it does look pretty good here. So yeah, all we're doing is ranging, guys, but we are ranging at the conversion line here too. There is a golden cross on Bitcoin at the moment, which doesn't really matter if you're in a downtrend, but again, you're ranging at the POC, the VWAP there. So I'm long. Am I up? I'm up a couple of $100. I was definitely up a lot earlier. I was trying to get it to 1,000. It didn't. So once this gets to 1,000, I'm out. I'm taking my profit. Or even back at the previous high, I am taking my profit. So if you want to open up a long, it's simple. You long in this region, you have a stop loss below 68.4, okay? Based on what I'm seeing, I think London is going to pump the market. But again, we're going against a downtrend. I don't believe Bitcoin is going to dump, guys, until we hit the top. You know, a lot of people are always trying to short the reversal or long the reversal. The reality is we had time to drop. We did not. We back tested right here. That would be a pump all the way to about 83K is what I'd be looking at. Now, if we break this 69, then we will drop to the previous levels there on Bitcoin, right? Mickey, how you doing? XRP, thank you guys all for tuning on the live. Can't wait till the training, guys. Can't wait to show you guys the funded accounts. So here you can see XRP kind of printed right here. You know, it is kind of a fake out-ish, but we did definitely break out. So you could see XRP kind of faking out, trying to break out. Yeah. If you look right here too, this was the 1-hour RSI break I was talking about. We can see we're kind of back testing it, kind of faking out. Again, we're in a downtrend, right? But based on what I'm seeing, we're probably going to pump. We'll have to see. Missed alive earlier, long still good. Yes. Stop loss below. So like 67.9. I wouldn't do a crazy stop loss, or I mean a crazy leverage. But I can't ignore the breakout, guys. I get we're in a downtrend. I know it is looking weak, but I can't ignore the breakout. If I ignore the breakout, I am literally just drinking the Kool-Aid, right? Everybody thought the market bottom was, I don't know, 64K or whatever on Bitcoin, and I said it was going to keep going. And now I'm saying I can't be full short until we hit the top of that downtrend. The downtrend will continue, probably, but we need to hit the top of that downtrend. That downtrend could possibly be 83K or 82K by the end of the week. It's just after a big drop, it is very, very hard to continue to the downside. After a big pump, it's very, very hard to continue to the upside, right? It's just as math in trading, essentially. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll take full accountability. XRP is a bit of a wild card for me at the moment. I'm liking Bitcoin a lot more than XRP. Same thing, bullish pennant. Technically, if you take this pennant from right here to right here, that is almost a 30% pump. So that means XRP could pump a lot. See, a lot of things are forming ranging bullish pennants. The trend is our friend until it isn't. Yeah, correct. You're right. So there's resistance right here too. So I'd be setting an alert right here. In the shorter term, you're on a sideways uptrend. In the longer term, you're on a downtrend, right? I know someone wanted me to look at Solana. So once I show everybody how to do funded accounts, guys, we're going to start talking about MetaTrader 5 because I am so bored of cryptocurrency. Oh my gosh. But there will be a move coming here. So Solana hasn't broken out. I would not be longing Solana until it actually breaks out. You're kind of looking for the breakout here. You're looking for the back test. You're looking for the range. And again, keep this in mind. I don't talk about moving averages a lot, guys. But the reason I'm right a lot of time in the market is because I don't go off one thing. If I went off one thing, I'd be wrong a lot of the time, okay? If I look at my 4-hour right here, it looks like we're about to cross on our lagging span indicator, okay? So, yeah. So here we could kind of see this looks like it is about to break out. We're ranging. If we were going to drop, we would have dropped already. You're ranging at that inverse head and shoulder. Solana has an inverse head and shoulder. And now we're looking at a possible pump to, pretty much the breakout high of whatever, 120. What prop firm will we be using? I'm not sure. I'm testing a lot of them. I've got over 10 funded accounts. Okay, the idea is I want to get you guys over 10 funded accounts. If I get you guys to over 10 funded accounts, this means I give you guys $1 million to trade with. Everybody think of that. What could you do with $1 million worth of trading? And all you need to make is $10,000 a day on 10 different funded accounts. It seems pretty simple. It is very simple, and it is the future, and it is where we are going to be taking this channel and the direction. And we'll probably open up a new channel showing funded and all that later. Okay. Did I try Top Trader? Yes, I do, Thomas. Thank you for mentioning it. I've tried literally everything, unless you guys give me something, right, that I haven't heard of. But essentially, guys, our goal is to make $1 million off of our funded accounts. Sorry, trade with $1 million. Okay. Not make $1 million, trade with $1 million. But keep in mind, you're only allowed to make about $1,000 every day. So if you're only allowed to make $1,000 every day, you need to have multiple accounts and you need to stack those accounts. Let me get to the finish line with what I want to do with the prop firm, okay? I don't know which prop firms we're going to use yet. I'm running about 20 different prop firms at the moment. So for those of you asking, we will get to that in the trading, which is going to be February 21st, Saturday. February 21st, guys, we will do the trading, okay? All right, so you can see we're oversold in the 5-minute, guys. Now, I am going to throw our Angela, you do not need to be good at trading to have funded accounts. What you need to be good at is discipline, not over leveraging, and reading rules. That is it. If you could read rules and abide by your rules, not lose more than $700 a day, not make more than $1,500 a day, a consistency rule, then you are golden off to the races and probably going to make more money than a lot of us. All right. But if you can't read rules, then did you try Bitfunded? They don't have a profit limit. I didn't. I'll have to look at Bitfunded. I was looking at it, but I'm just messing with MetaTrader accounts because, to be honest, I love MetaTrader. Just Josh and yeah, send me a message for sure. I know you guys, here's the thing. I know you guys don't like the profit limit, but I like the profit limit. I'm going to tell you guys why. I said this earlier on the live. I am done trying to make $4 to $5 grand a day. I've been consistently trying to make $4 to $5 grand a day, and then my profit goes to $1,000 or $2,000. What my goal is here to do is make $1,000 to $1,500 a day. If I could do that in 5 to 10 funded accounts, that is 50 to 80 grand a month. I'm happy with 50 to 80 grand a month US. So I kind of like the profit limit. I get in my head too much if I can make as much profit as possible. All right, so let's go look at total 3, guys. But we are definitely going to change the game here in YouTube, and a lot of people are going to want to check out what we're doing. Wait till I'm going to keep that secret. I have a little secret, but I got to keep it secret. I'll show you guys when it's done. So if we go from right here, we draw a fib on total 3. It's pretty simple. We're kind of ranging at the 618, kind of. Yeah. There you go. So total 3 broke out. I'm telling you right now, guys, a major trap is in motion. A huge trap. Huge trap is in motion. Look at this bullish dive on total 3 right here. This is how you get traders in the market. I'm pretty sure everybody thinks this market is about to drop, right? You have a low right here and you have a high right here. Boom and boom. Boom and boom. That tells me that total 3 is about to have a major volatility move. Now, we might not pump, guys. If we don't pump, okay, I might have been wrong one day out of the year. But I've never seen bullish dive really. Well, I've seen bullish dive, but this is a different type of bullish divergence off of a range. I haven't seen too much off of a range. Oh, here's a nice win. Shout out to Olga. Awesome person on the live all the time. Consistent. I appreciate you. I just received my first huge payout from Bitfunded. Passed it with Josh's XRP short. Come on. I feel good about that. This is why I'm doing this for you guys. This is why I'm live. Like, we're not monetized. We're not really making money off these lives. The big thing for me, guys, is seeing you guys happy and making money, right? You could call me the Mr. Beast of crypto or trading, whatever. But yeah, I've got a couple surprises for you guys coming up this year. I got to keep it super tight because if I mention it, other creators might do what I do, and that is just not what I want. All right, guys, hit that like button. Let's get this live absolutely trending. Guys, if you are making money off the community, I want to hear it in the comment section below. Let's hear Olga's making money. Is she the only one making money, or is anybody else making money? Okay, so Bitcoin's still chilling. Man, yeah, I know AXS was... So Axie Axie Infinity did break out. Now, I've been watching AXS like a hawk, and it looks like Axie Infinity is about to go on a major pump, possibly. Possibly. Here's the resistance on Axie Infinity. If you guys are wanting to look at altcoins, I'd be looking out of a long right here off the breakout backtest for a major pump to like 380, possibly. I'm not really convinced in this market. I really am only looking for shorts, kind of. But this daily is setting up for a real nice reversal on Axie Infinity. And if you actually take your retrace fib, this would be a perfect reversal at the 618. So I just want to make sure, guys, everyone is subscribed to beastlimitless.com, right? Because for a lot of what is coming up, I'm going to need to put out alerts for lives on Twitch. And I need to make sure you guys are all subscribed to beastlimitless.com, all right? Look at that. You've got that big dipper and boom. Let's go, Angela. Made 200. I love to hear it. So yeah, guys, I would say it's safe to long. I don't necessarily know if London's going to pump for sure, but we go off risk, right? We have stop losses. We know we're going to lose trades sometimes. It is what it is. We can't always be looking to win, but we do win a lot. Will we all be trading together every day once we are funded? Glasshopper, abso-freaking-lutely. Well, eventually I'm going to offer a premium trading live group just because it's going to take a lot of my time. It is only going to be live trading off of funded accounts. But right now, until I build this thing and stuff like that, for sure. But if you guys are making like $1,000 a day, I'm pretty sure people don't really care if they're paying for a premium group. But that'll be later on. We will do it on Twitch for free for like half the year or the full year. All right. So yes, we will be live trading on funded accounts. I'll show you guys my funded account I'm up right now. I have too many funded accounts. I'm kind of letting this range a bit, which I don't know. Honestly, guys, I probably should have taken profit half through. I was working on my music and I forgot. I'm putting together my mix. I'm playing my first show on February. By the way, if anybody wants to watch my live show, my first ever DJ show ever, live. Now I play hard stuff. So I play dubstep, I play drum and bass and stuff like that. If you guys want to watch my first show live, it is hard stuff. If you like metal, if you like hard drums, I will link you to the stream in the Beast Limitless community. Well, that dropped a bit. Come on, Bitcoin. Well, we'll see what this 4 hour does. It's ranging for a bit more here. So what is my favorite type of... Okay, I'm not going to say that in the live. I don't. I'm sober. I am 100% sober all the time. Been there, done that when I was young, and now I'm working on creating businesses and stuff like that. But if I'm going way back to my 20s, probably Pineapple Express. Hopefully you know what that is. Let's check out ETH. Loca Videography, how you doing? Good for you, love Metallica. Yes, I will have a couple. I will have a mixed Metallica. Enter Sandman. Yeah. Okay, so here's Ethereum, guys. Like, I don't know. This market is just insane to me right now. So Ethereum broke out, back tested as well. Again, I don't trust anything until this 4-hour MACD is rejecting. I just don't. I put out a new mix myself. I'll have to send it to you. Yeah, for sure. I'm opening up my own after hours space in Canada. Partnered with a couple big players that have access to all the festivals in the world. And we're opening up our own space, and we're going to be live streaming every single after hours DJ event to YouTube and Twitch. If you guys know London Printworks or anything like that, it's going to kind of be like that. I don't know. Let me look at Bitcoin here. So I just really see Bitcoin bouncing in around this area. If it breaks, it's going to drop, but we're in a range, right? So we're going down, we're going up, we're going down, we're going up, we're going down, we're going up. We'll see what happens after this 4-hour close. If you guys don't feel comfortable long in Bitcoin, don't. Keep in mind, I have my liquidity order books and stuff like that. So I know we're kind of going to range in this area. But yeah, you guys will be able to see the live streams when we do it. Hexstar, what kind of music do you play? Or what kind of mix do you play? Okay, let's see here. So we broke the trend here, which I get. And now we're going sideways. Oh, so I see the head and shoulder you're talking about with the target. We got a pennant. And we're oversold in the 5-minute. I got to see how this 4-hour closes. Ultimately, I have enough room for Bitcoin to range right here. So just so you guys know what I'm talking about, if Bitcoin came down to here and faked out, I would be okay and still in the trade. That is when Bitcoin breaks right here. That is when I would be a bit scared for possible drop. But I think we dump early March to 50K. Possibly, yeah. So if we go off the weekly here, like if you guys look at this right here, if you take the retrace and reverse your fib from right here to right here, we never actually hit that 56, which we never actually hit that 56, which is, I don't know. Typically, you're going to get a reversal around that 618 or I guess 382. It depends how you play that. The 618, if you flip it, if you reverse it, it's the 382. Taking profit. How you doing? Thank you for popping on the live. I've been absent for a bit. Any update on when your course will be? So it is going to be February 21st. It was supposed to be February 27th, but there's a lot of new people joining. And I honestly just haven't had time to get things together. And crypto has been pretty quiet. I've been testing funded accounts. I need to wait for cash out on funded accounts. It usually takes 3 days to 10 days. So you think we're going to sweep the weekend low of 67.3? That's a possibility. So the big thing is, for us to do that, we would need to break this area right now, and we actually had a change of character here, which is bullish. But yeah, initially we're in a downtrend. We'll have to see how this 4-hour candle closes, right? So here's our kind of range. Here is our support. Crypto mine, super wonky market. Yeah, for sure. We're in a downtrend, so not a lot of people are buying Bitcoin, but there are going to be little pumps here and there. So you could kind of see the pennant that I'm talking about. We have the little pennant right here. Looks like we're faking out, but if you actually go to the 5-minute, the 5-minute is completely oversold. So I'm even looking about 71, 72. I'm not looking to necessarily hold this trade for the breakout. I'm just looking for the top. If you guys are new to the live and you're here and you are new, make sure you guys go to beastlimitless.com. It's completely free. Don't need money from you. Come join the pack chat. Shout out to everybody participating in the community, guys. Loza, how we doing? I'm doing okay. Yes, absolutely. Okay, I do want to look at gold because gold has been a staple. Does anybody trade gold in this live? Bass house, techno, hip hop. What DAW do you use? Ableton or FL? So it looks like gold is actually about to roll over here. If you guys want to possibly look for a short on gold, that could be good for Bitcoin because we could see gold pumping and Bitcoin ranging. You had a rising wedge here in gold. I would say gold is probably going to complete this double top. Remember, you broke the trend, but you went sideways. You pumped, you broke it. You went sideways again, you pumped, and you broke it. Then you broke the trend right here. I would say gold is about to have a drop. Of course, anything could happen. It is gold, but you've got key resistance right here. And keep in mind, guys, we'll be able to trade gold on our funded account, right? So we'll be able to trade gold. Hexstar, how long have you been using Ableton for? And can you make dubstep and rhythm and drum and bass? Actually, first dubstep. And are you good at remixing things? Reasons I'm asking. Just brought my son to the airport. He is flying to Boston. Let's go. Boston, eh? Okay, so we are looking at a possible short here on gold. Stop is pretty simple. Above this high right here. And how about silver XAG? Well, silver's got bullish dive, but same thing. Silver is kind of rejecting here too. I think I like the gold short a bit more than I like the silver play. Now, I'm going to give you guys a word of advice when you're trading commodities or metals or currencies, okay? When you guys go look at trading and you really want to follow the trend, this is all about trend. Crypto is all about volatility. Typically, these type of big assets are all about trend. So if you guys look right here on the 4-hour time frame, silver crossed on the MACD and we broke. Look at that big drop, okay? Silver crossed on the MACD and we pumped. Anytime you guys look at a commodity or at metal or anything like that, even something like USD JPY, which is the currency, US dollar to the Japanese yen, when I'm looking at trading an asset like this, I heavily rely on the MACD. I'm going to tell you guys why. Because look at the drop when it goes down. And look at the drop when it goes down. By the way, if you guys want to get in a short on USD JPY, you can make a pretty good penny here. Okay? So when you guys are trading, and honestly, this goes with Bitcoin and everything else, but when you guys are trading currencies and rare earth metals specifically, look at the MACD. If you're moving up on the MACD, I wouldn't even be looking for a short. If you don't like the play, I wouldn't trade it, okay? If you're breaking a trend, you cross on the MACD, then short it, because then you're looking really, really good. But I'm telling you guys right now, in commodities, in rare earth metals, in stuff like that, you want to be looking at the MACD. The MACD is your best friend. Same thing with Bitcoin, right? Like, yeah, shorting might be a thing right now, but if you look at it, the 4 hours moving up, it's almost touching the zero line. The long might not play out. That is fine. But you can see we haven't really moved, right? So my biggest advice, guys, when you're looking at those type of things, even in the stock market, let's look at MicroStrategy, MSTR. By the way, we are going to be doing a dedicated stock trading live 1 week. Once a week, only stocks and currencies and rare earth metals, okay? Because I want to start trading them. And a lot of this channel is going to grow if we bring in that type of audience. So we're probably going to do Monday morning and change that New York live Monday morning to we'll do the large caps and crypto, but we're going to go over stocks, currencies, Bitcoin and all that stuff. Obviously, we see Bitcoin dropping here a bit. Yeah, so Bitcoin's dropping a bit here. Not much is happening. Again, just ranging. I want to see how the 4 hour plays out. I got room for this to range in this area. I'm not on super high leverage. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But we'll see. We broke that trend right there. So started out on MTV Music Generator on PlayStation. Crazy. That is wild. Yeah, we could come down to that 68K region for sure. I don't know. I got to see how this 4 hour plays out. It could definitely be a fake out, but all right, let's see right here what we got on CoinGecko, if anything. I'm just not going against that MACD. I refuse to short until that MACD flips. I've learned my lesson over and over and over again. Okay, so what is actually moving that is a good project? Nothing. Wonderful. Okay, so what about Monero is the only thing that's even decently got any. So Monero is looking pretty good here. If it could break out. If Monero could break out, it's not looking too bad. But it is in a downtrend. It also did bounce off this low of the channel. And it did break out of the daily downtrend here too. I would keep an eye on Monero. I'm not saying it's going to pump, but it is looking pretty good. You know what? Let me look at another indicator here that I turned off. Let's look at our Bollinger Bands here, because typically, okay, so our Bollinger Bands are tightening. So our Bollinger Bands are wide right now. Which pretty much what you're going to see Bitcoin doing is like it did here, and then it pumped a bit. So you're going to want these bands to tighten, and then you're going to get a move either to the upside or to the downside. And I could kind of see this right here. Our bands are tightening, you're oversold, oversold. Bands are tightening. 15-minute looks like it is going to drop. Five-minute oversold. So you're kind of just waiting for these bands to come close to each other. This is what I see the market doing. Because you're dropping on your 1 hour time frame in the shorter term, I see it maybe pushing down to 69 or 68.8. And then into London kind of flattening out a bit and then pushing up, because these Bollinger Bands are looking decently good here. But again, guys, I'm not really going to hold this trade. I'm probably going to hold it to about 71 or 71.5. Unless it drops right away. But the reason we're dropping a bit is because our stochastic RSI is pointing right down. Once our stochastic RSI flattens out, we'll be kosher. And I've also made that evidently clear, guys. We are going against an uptrend. So if you're longing, you got to understand you're going against an uptrend, which typically is not good. However, there's enough data to show that this should at least pump one more time, or range pump one more time. Yeah, so there's XAUT on MEXC, so you can essentially short and long it. Shout out to the new people on the live, guys. I appreciate you. Gold definitely looks like it is about to roll over for me, guys, but I do want that confirmation on my MACD. So I get that confirmation, we should drop quite a lot. All right, is anyone in any trades at the current moment, guys? This market is more boring than I possibly can say. I might have to start doing handstands on the live. Something like that. Why can't we just drop to 56 or 40 something K? Not right now. Not right now. Not while I'm in my long, but coming up. Shout out to all the people on the live. Thank you guys. We've got this live trending. Joshua, how you doing, man? XRP. What is your entry on XRP? XRP is a bit of a wild card for me. It did break out, or actually, no, it didn't break out the downtrend. Or maybe it did. Okay, it kind of broke out. You're really looking at this downtrend playing into effect right here. Short on BTC, Hype, XRP, and AVAX. Not bad, not bad. I assume you're playing a lower time frame. Okay, so Bitcoin is definitely dropping on this 4-hour time frame. So I would say there's a possibility we come down because we broke the uptrend here, right? I would say there's a possibility we come down into this area, and then London retraces what is up after that, or London picks up what is up after that. So some people are short. I'm long. Again, I don't necessarily recommend going against the trend, but I want to see if we hold. This could be bullish dive on the 5-minute time frame, but that 18 hours is very, very overbought in Bitcoin. That is brutal. Gave a kite short as well. Okay, so kite. Kite is in a nice little uptrend here, guys. We're just really ranging in this area. Looks like you could break trend. I knew I drew that going up, but kite is definitely looking like it is going to come down. Broke the trend here. Pretty much broke the trend there. And now you're looking at kite ranging in this rising wedge. So it does look like if kite breaks this, that it's going to dump. We got a nice 3-point trend. And it did break the trend on the RSI. So I would say kite is about to roll over. Breaks here, back test. You're going to have a big drop on kite. So for those of you that are looking to short kite or looking for a trade, a low cap, this would definitely be a good setup. Yeah, so we're pretty much dropping on this 4-hour time frame, guys. That is what we're kind of getting after. Made a killing on kite. Shout out to you, Thomas. Short on BTC, ETH, and Solana. Okay. Not too bad. Okay, so yeah, we're absolutely going to come down to here. So we're definitely dropping down to, it looks like we're probably going to come down to the bottom and form a bit of bullish divergence here. If we break it though, then I'm going to have to get out of my long, right? And then this should push up to here. Now, guys, keep in mind, I am not trading high leverage, so I have room for Bitcoin to drop. I'm just kind of holding the range and see what happens. If we break, we break, and then I go short. It's pretty simple. It is pretty simple. Asia is accumulating too. So what Asia is doing is essentially pumping and dropping the market, or dropping the market in accumulation. So it looks like we're going to probably hit that double top target, which is about 69K, which is fine. Yeah, we broke this little trend right here. BTC perhaps bouncing off the fair value gap on the 4-hour hourly. Yep, that's another reason. So we have a 4-hour fair value gap right here. All we're doing is just ranging at this fair value gap. I am 30 and I've been DJing for about a couple of years. I've been trading for 10 years. So what else do we got here that even looks a bit exciting? This is great. What is Sui doing here? So Sui broke out. Oh wait, did it? No, it didn't. That's crazy. Sui went all the way to 79 cents, guys. That is absolutely insane. So we're kind of ranging on SCY. We had a little bit of a breakout here. Maybe we pumped to about 113, 114. CJDV, I don't know. I'm in a long at about 69.3 is my long from earlier. So trying to see if I could find an entry on Sui, but we're still in the downtrend. So on Bitcoin, if you're in a downtrend, you break out sideways, it's kind of okay to long. But on Sui, or altcoins, it's tough because any sell pressure will push it down. At least on Bitcoin, it is a major asset. See how this 15-minute candle is coming up here. 5-minute oversold, 3-minute oversold, 4-hour. Yeah. Yeah, so all you're really doing here, guys, is you're just playing the Bollinger Bands. So if you could see here, we're pretty extended on our Bollinger Bands right here. So it could push down a bit more, but this should be the bottom. Then we range, and then we push back up into another session. Because we're accumulation into Asia, London is either going to distribute or manipulate. Shout out to all the new people in the live, guys. I appreciate you for joining the live. And just so I could show you my trade as well too, guys, I think I posted it here. This was my trade as of earlier. I'm probably break even now, but 354, we got in at 69.3, and 70,000 is, this is for the funded account. All right. Let's look at total crypto market cap. The total crypto market cap is looking kind of bearish, but we did break that. See, the problem is breaking a downtrend, guys. It could go sideways and dump. That's one possibility. But until that 4-hour cross is red, here's my plan with Bitcoin. Gonna hold my long until we break and that 4-hour cross is red down. If that 4-hour cross is red down and we break that trend, I got confirmation a really, really big drop is coming. Because technically, if you look at this right here, this is 101 on crypto trading. If you look at this right here, guys, we did break the trend. And we are going sideways. So it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to dump, but it does mean we broke trend. However, I'm just waiting for it to break the support back test and down, and then I'll get out. Bosch, how you doing? Thank you for coming into the live. I appreciate you. BTC entry long now. You could. I'm in around 69.3. But again, you got to keep in mind you're going with a downtrend. So if you're okay risking, then that's fine. But if you're not, then I would just not be trading. Essentially, if you're okay ranging, guys, that is what I'd be looking at. All right. What else do we got here? Oh, this market. What is BNB doing? Nothing. Continuing the downtrend. See, something like this, I wouldn't be longing because we're still in the downtrend. And we're very, very bearish on BNB, Binance Coin. Very, very bearish. Like we broke this uptrend right here and we're going sideways for a drop. But I need to see how this 4-hour closes. Did I check AWE? Thomas, no problem. I'll look at it. What are my targets for my BTC long? The previous high is 72. But I'll reiterate, guys, we are on a downtrend. Like I am just kind of playing it. And then if we break the trend and flip into a short, and that is it. So Oz looking really good. Essentially, I'm playing 50-50. If it drops, I get into a short, I make my money back and then some. Do I think 63 is a good long entry on Bitcoin? We first need to break some major key levels. If we go down all the way to 63, we're probably going to 52. I mean 56. So Oz looking pretty good. It broke out right here. Pyrogenetics, how you doing? We are kind of bouncing off the 5. It looks like we're going to pump to about 0.84. Ultimately, we have a really big breakout here. So I could see AW pumping to even 12 and ultimately 16 cents in that region. Yeah, so we're just going to kind of go sideways here on Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame. Shorting it isn't a bad thing either, guys. Keep that in mind. You could short it to around here, but I'm not playing lower time frames. I'm playing a bit of a longer time frame on Bitcoin. Yeah, odds looking pretty good, Thomas, for sure. But I think the trade of the day, guys, is probably going to be kite. If we end up breaking this rising wedge here channel on kite, this is going to be very, very good. And I mean very, very good. This is going to be a very good short. Essentially, you're looking for the break here. If you look at your fair value gaps or your liquidity gaps here on kite, we are in a pretty good uptrend here on kite, but we did break the 1 hour. So I would be waiting for the short once it breaks the actual trend. What is ADA doing? I keep on forgetting. Is ADA a large cap anymore? I'm not sure. Okay, so we got a pennant here in Cardano. Same thing like we've had on Bitcoin and everything else. IXCO, I'll often be in a trade that ranges and my profit will go to 5,000, then range back to close entry at 3 times. I feel like I could take the 5K multiple times. So let me kind of give you the example from today. I was up $900 on my long, okay? And now I'm at break even. It's greed, man. Like the biggest thing I'm going to tell you guys in trading is why we don't make money is greed. That is it. So what I like about funded accounts are the consistency rule. It actually makes you take profit. This whole make as much profit as you want is a double-edged sword because you can make as much profit, but you see it, you're like, oh, I want to make more. I want to make more. So surprised at how long this 5-minute staying oversold, which is fine. Where's the Bollinger Bands on Bitcoin here? Okay, we're tightening. Oh, yeah, Pirate, I got to give you a blue wrench again, hey? Thank you guys for all coming on the live. It means a lot. I'm trying to make something out of nothing, but man, another pennant, Cardano, or I think we looked at Cardano. I don't know. But pennants mean nothing in a bear market, guys. I'll tell you that right now. So if you're looking at a bullish pennant, it probably means nothing. If you're in a bullish market and look at a bear pennant, it's probably going to be invalidated. 62.2 may be enough for a local bottom. Possibly, right? So again, if you guys are just tuning in, I'm long at 69.3 in that area. Could it go lower? Sure, but I'm playing the range. I'll play the range into London, and then I'll probably get out into London. There's no way I am going to hold a long into New York. if I go to bed at break even, I'm probably going to get out of my long into the New York session because I know we're in accumulation. So we're most likely not going to break this. We pump up to London, maybe even back to our previous high around 71. That'll be fine. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not holding a long before New York. I don't trust it in a downtrend market. Yo, Spazio, what is up? I appreciate you guys all for coming on the live. Thank you. If you guys haven't hit the like button, hit it. 1,000 a day sounds crazy to me. Angela, when we're done with our training, you'll be making 500 to 2,000 a day with little to no risk. Actually, no risk because you're using a funded account. The only thing you guys got to keep in mind with funded accounts are that you're using your upfront money, right? So you might pay $1,000, get a funded account, or you might pay 100, which I have some funded sites that you could probably pay 100. You get it funded, you play another 100, you pay 200, right? You have 4 or 5 of those accounts, you're golden. You might blow your first account. I blew my first account. I blew my second account. I blew my third account. But this is what I'm doing. I've been making the mistakes for you guys so you know what to do. And only reason I would blow my account is not because I got a bad entry. The spread is absolutely killer, guys. When you get in a Bitcoin trade, specifically Bitcoin, you are down $100 to 200 right off the bat. Okay? If you go super low lot size, you may be down $50. But every time on MetaTrader, you're always going to be down off the bat. So entries are very, very important, and lot size, or also called leverage. But anytime I'm in a trade on a funded account, I'm always down 100. Always. It doesn't matter how good my entry is. It is the spread of the market makers or your broker, and they're going to make money off that. So a lot of people say they could trade great. Well, you could trade great, but if you're already down $100, your entry needs to be that much better, right? So keep that in mind when when we do get into funded accounts. You're always going to be down off the bat right away. Always. There's not one time you're going to be up unless maybe Bitcoin is ranging and you get it lower than the range or higher than the range in the direction you want it to go. Okay. Let's check out LTC. I have a bit funded account. I do. So when you blow your account, that means you're out of that account. Yes, you have to pay for a new one. And not only do you have to pay for a new one, you essentially need to pass the test all over again of making XYZ with XYZ consistency. I do a bit funded. I have BTCC, stuff like that. Okay, so it looks like we're looking good on our, I'm just looking at Litecoin, guys. Like nothing is happening. Looks like we're looking good on our Bitcoin long. It should be ranging with this bullish divergence right here. But guys, let me ask you a question. If I gave you $1 million to trade and you only had to pay me $2,500 USD, would you do it? Now, for the stream purposes, you don't have to pay me anything, non-financial advice. Okay. But if I gave you guys $1 million and you just had to give me $2,500 and follow a couple rules, would you do it? I'm pretty sure every single person on this live would do it. The fees are nothing at the firm you're at. Okay, send me an email, beastlimitless@icloud.com. I'm pretty sure some of you guys are sponsored with prop firms too. So I don't mind helping you guys out, right? I get 2.5 mil for 500. There you go. Let's talk. Send me a message, beastlimitless@icloud.com. Actually, no. Do this. Go to beastlimitless.com and go to chat right here and then message me Message me on beastlimitless.com and I'll find you. Bitfunded doesn't have spreads, yes, but there's a reason I like MetaTrader. You guys will see in the training why, okay? I like Bitfunded, I like BTCC as well, but there's reasons I like MetaTrader. Keep in mind, guys, MetaTrader has been around forever. All right, so we're coming back up here, kind of. We've got some resistance right here on our RSI. I probably could have made $2,000 today just by getting out and re-entering. Like, it's a joke, but whatever, it's fine. I was working on my music. I got sidetracked. When I trade with you guys on the funded accounts, we will be taking profit, okay? Guys, if you guys are going to suggest a prop firm to me, go on beastlimitless.com, send me a message, type your name from the YouTube live, and I will look at the firm, okay? I am pretty busy, so I can't really chat, but give me the firm. I'll look at it. I'll do my own due diligence. You guys got to keep in mind, all these firms might be great for you and people, but I'm looking for the best consistency and the best regular overall with cashing out for everybody in this community, right? I'm telling you guys right now, unlimited profit is not a good thing. It's a psychology thing, and I've learned to believe that if a firm's going to give me unlimited profit with a low spread, I'm probably only making $2,000 to $1,000 a day, just because in your mindset you want to make more profit, and then you're in the market too much, which is a whole nother thing. But we'll go over that on trading. Let's take a look at. I have 3 accounts. I only should have 1 account. Yeah, Josh, I got you. Thomas, I'll have you on there too, I think. Somewhere, there we go, down the list, so send me that. Are you going to record the training and post it on Beast Limitless? Yes, we will record it. All right, I'm just grasping at straws here, blabbing on and on and on, guys. I hope you enjoy the live, but wow. It definitely looks like we are going to drop. So I would play the range into London and maybe just take profit. I don't know. I'm undecided. Well, Chainlink never broke. See, Bitcoin's the only thing that broke out. That's my problem right now. And I'll tell you guys why. Because if we're looking at the 4-hour time frame, I don't know. It's really tough to continue to drop when you never actually hit the top of the downtrend. Just learning from experience. Now, if we go to the daily here, let's check something out. Wow, we don't even have a fair value gap on the daily. That's brutal. Okay, anybody that wants to give me funded accounts, guys, do it. Send me a message, beastlimitless.com. Say, hey, Josh, this is XYZ from YouTube. Name. Send me the funded account. All you guys are sharing funded accounts I haven't heard of in the past couple texts there. So send them to me. I want every funded account. I don't care if the buy-in is $1,000. I will try it, okay? Because I am telling you guys right now, funded accounts are the way you become rich in trading. A lot of people have been doing it wrong using their own money. And I was a culprit of that for almost 5 years. So, okay, what do I want to look at here? I'm trying to look at something. Okay, so yeah, I'd be very, very cautious holding along into New York. There is no fair value gap right here. I would honestly probably get out of my trade at London. Fast Easy, what is up, fam? Like there's a fair value gap on the 4 hour. I'm going to hold my long until London and we'll see what happens. If I make 500 bucks and I don't make 1,000, so be it. Cry me a river. Tomorrow's a new day. We see what New York brings, right? Hit that like button, guys. Let's run up the YouTube live tonight. Sinster Scalper, send me a message, bslimless.com. Say, hey, bro, Sinster Scalper, I want you to check out this. Everybody send me your funded accounts, guys, all right, on bslimless.com. All right, so, yeah, that's really all I got for you guys. All we're waiting is for the 4 hour candle to finish. I don't know what I could keep on talking about. Okay, we'll go check out Hype. I was just going to say Hype Glasshopper for sure. This is crazy. Hype has not done nothing. I don't trust Hype. I'm not going to trade Hype. I don't. You know what? How below is this 1 hour? We still got room to drop on the 1 hour, but we've got that bullish dive. Okay. Bosch, how you doing? Thanks for commenting. Why you have only 535 subs? Because I restarted my trading journey. I quit trading. I went to go mess around in the world, sell cars. I went to do sales. I've done sales for 12 years and managed companies all over the world. I got bored of trading, and then I realized I'm really, really good at it. People were messaging me saying, hey, where are you? You've helped me pay for my medical bills, all this stuff. And you really can't get a better feeling than that. That's kind of my thing for you. But they also have their own YouTube TV channel. Let's go, Sinster Scalper. I'm going to check it out. But we'll get to 1,000. We'll get to 1,000. So help me get to 1,000, guys, because then I could really put a lot of work into this channel. Two minutes left here to the 4 hour close, guys. So we have London tomorrow, 1 a.m. We have New York, 9 a.m. And then Wednesday, we have Tokyo. All right. Also, guys, a couple people have messaged me about training. Okay. I've publicly said we're looking to coach somebody 2 times a week only for February. Now, I haven't been able to answer all your emails. I'm going to ask you guys one more time. If you sent me an email already, re-email me right now if you want the coaching. We're only looking to do one person each. Myself and my business partner, Joji, we have 10 years of experience, you guys see. Typically, we charge $2,500 USD for coaching. We're only doing $1,000 USD, only for this month to next month. So if you got to help people out. So if you guys want it, I've received 8 emails. This is your last shot to email me, beastlimitless@icloud.com. Only 2 people will be selected, and I'm going to kind of read your chat about why you want coaching, and that's it. After 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, I'm closing off the entries for the coaching, okay? This is only to help people out. I'm not doing more than 2 people. There's that bullish dive on the 15. Kramika, how you doing? Hope I said your name right. A little late to the party, no problem. Late as always, early in crypto, honestly. Okay, guys, 4 hour close is done. All I care about right now is that MACD. Okay, I don't like that 4 hour. But it just closed, so it could flip. 1 hour is almost oversold and ranging at your 50. So this is how you know we're ranging. Yeah, I would say we're going to move up into London. This is going to be oversold. I don't like the 4 hour time frame, guys, so be cautious on it. But the MACD is still separated here, and the 15 is still oversold. So just be cautious, okay? I'm not going to say you guys are out of danger with a long, because you're definitely not. That 4 hours is going to push momentum down. But if you're okay with playing the range, then you possibly could get this back up to 71.1. Okay? Maybe a bit higher. But this 4 hours is going to drag it down. So I would say we're going to be pretty flat into London. Range, 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 and more range. All right, guys, that is all I got for everybody tonight. Thank you very much for coming on the live today. If you are in a long and you're not comfortable with being in the negative, get out. Don't follow me. If you're in a long and you can't watch it, don't follow me, get out. If you're in a long and you like risking a bit, playing the range, I'd be looking at a take profit probably at this high around 71.1. Could it go higher? Yes. I don't like that 4 hour. I don't like the 1 hour, but I definitely don't like that 4 hour. So again, we're just ranging. Does it look like there's going to be a pump to me? Yes. Could I be wrong? Yes, because we're in a downtrend. So I'm just giving you guys the realism of it. I'm not going to come on here and be like, guys, long, you're going to make so much money. No, I'm playing the range. But I'm probably going to take profit around right here. $600, $700, $800, I'll be happy. Furthermore, there is bullish divergence on this 15-minute right now. Okay? So that is that. See you tomorrow, guys, around 9 a.m. CST. I keep on saying 9 a.m., but we're always doing a live around 9:30 because by the time the live starts, it never uploads on YouTube. I need to figure that out with my software. But it has been working good because it seems like the market is usually moving after 10 a.m., which 10 a.m. my time. So no live for London tonight. We will do a Tokyo live tomorrow. We will do a London live tomorrow night. And we're going to start talking about stocks, commodities, and trade. If you guys are currency traders, USD, JPY is dumping, should double bottom here around 152. That would have been a real nice short from the top on USD JPY. APG 37, thank you. We will get back to the live trading on Twitch, guys, again, but nothing is happening, okay? So make sure you guys go to beastlimitless.com if you're new to our channel. Okay? And look for announcements right here. You're going to see my lives if you're new. You're going to see my trade setups. We posted a little long here earlier, okay? We can see Bitcoin's coming back up with that bullish dive right here, which is beautiful. Okay, so the 4 hour is dropping, but we're remaining flat at the 50. This is actually not too bad. This is not too bad at all, okay? Long on Euro USD. Okay, let's check out Kevin's. See, a lot of people, guys, know how to trade crypto, but they don't know how to do the whole thing. So I want to show you guys 118. You got a long at 118? Not too bad. No, that would have been a real nice entry right here. Wow. Nice rounded bottom. USDJPY. Let's go. That could have a pretty big pump. But again, you're not trading the 4 hour. You're trading the 5 minute. That's another thing too, guys. I always talk about I don't trade the 5 minute. On currencies, I trade the 5 minute. I trade the 1 hour. There is no way I hold a trade for 2 days on currencies. Absolutely not. I'm really looking for this move from right here to right here. I look at my risk to reward 1 to 5. And now you can see Bitcoin's moving up. So, but you guys know the gist. We're in a downtrend. You're going against a trend. You're longing against a trend. If it doesn't work out, we break even. We lose the trade. It is what it is. Now we keep on going off that. Okay. Hope you guys have a great night. We'll see you guys on the live tomorrow morning. Take care. Share your wins, please. That's all I got for everybody.